Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We have a really good real estate agent on the show, and I'm not talking about Bobby. We have Miss Shadia Crespo.
Low blow.
Hello, guys. Thanks for having me here.
You're welcome. Shadia is cool. She's also kind of a radio girl, right? She's on she's local on a radio show on Energy 94.1.
That's right.
In the middle of the day.
Yep.
We're on the weekends. It's all good. She's probably a little bit more popular, but we're not jealous at all. Also been in the real estate industry for 6 years, right?
Exactly. Been doing real estate for 6 years.
So tell me how did you get into the real estate game, and how have you been doing all this stuff? I know you know way more languages than Bobby will ever know, so I want to get into that. But
I know Spanish, English, Pig Latin, and another one I can't talk about.
So I started off radio. I started off not radio, real estate 6 years ago.
Cool.
Because I was taking a break from radio. I've been doing radio for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So when I moved to San Antonio, I wanted to do something different, do something that I can fall back on from radio. And then I started doing real estate. And I just thought it was going to be for a little bit, but I didn't know I'd fall in love with doing real estate, and found that I have a whole other passion.
Sure.
Then I got another radio job because it came about, and I was here, and they're like, come back to radio.
Right.
So now I manage doing both.
Yeah.
But when I started doing real estate, I started off with Keller Williams, just because they have so many great classes and I learned so much.
Which office?
City View.
That's ours.
And I took one of your classes.
Yeah, I remember you.
You do? Mm-hmm. Really?
I do. I'm not.
Well, I remember I learned so much from your class.
There you go.
Yeah, like I remember
What not to do.
Yeah.
Well, especially like putting together buyer's packets and
Sure.
things that I had no idea that is part of real estate. And then I even fell in love with doing those little things.
Yeah.
But I do it completely by myself.
Right.
And, goals one day to have a team like you guys.
Yeah.
But
Do you ever promote yourself as a real estate agent on the radio?
I don't really. I try to keep it separate because, we have people that do spend money on ads, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to just promote myself.
A little slip here and there wouldn't hurt.
I mean, whenever I do meet people, I let it be known.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I also do real estate. Who do you know?
So talk about your show a little bit. What do you all cover during the day there?
It's my show's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's on Monday through Saturday. I talk about music. I talk about what's in, the culture of San Antonio. I'm always in the know of like what's going on in the city daily, just to make.
And that's got to help you in our game.
Definitely. And I think like being out at live broadcasts in different parts of the city, it has really made me so familiar with the city that
all parts of it, too.
All parts of it. I know the neighborhoods, like, where do you want to live? Because I know exactly which neighborhood to take you through.
Yeah.
And I know that neighborhoods even get different block by block. And,
right.
And it, I'm not from San Antonio.
Where are you from?
I'm born in Panama, raised in Miami.
Oh, cool.
But I've gotten to know San Antonio and fall in love with the city.
I grew up in Hialeah.
You did you?
Yeah.
What?
Where?
I grew up in Hialeah too.
What? See?
That's awesome.
I don't know what that is. What is this?
It's a little neighborhood in Miami.
Yeah.
I thought you were from El Paso.
And that's where I went to high school.
Okay. See, I didn't know. We're learning.
That's so cool. Maybe
Yeah.
we went to the same school. I didn't even know.
I don't know. It was the 80s, girl, so I think I'm a little too old for you to be in the same school with me. But yeah. Yeah, so you go from Panama, Miami, and then you get here to San Antonio. What you were just saying about, being on the radio and being in the know, I feel like as a commercial real estate agent, it's probably the same as you. When you know what's going on all the time, you can kind of guide your clients a little bit better, right?
For sure. Because
even the commercial part, like, hey, IKEA's coming up, or all these different products are coming up, and then you can kind of steer your clients into what they probably don't know, especially if they're coming from, out of the country or out of town. You're able to kind of give them more of a just like, hey, I can tell you how much this house is worth right now type of thing.
Definitely. That has helped me out so much. And it helps me out now, even with residential, like when I have people that just moved to San Antonio and they don't know where to go, and I can guide them and be like, hey, this neighborhood is where you want to live, especially when I know like their lifestyle, what do they want to do, what do they want out of it, and I can kind of like show them around different neighborhoods and get to know what they like.
So you left Keller Williams. Where are you at now?
Right now I'm at H&M Real Estate. And
not like the clothing company.
Not like the clothing company. It's my broker is just me and another girl that are agents, My broker does the commercial. His name is Matias Allende, and I've learned so much from him.
Sure.
And since he covers all the commercial side, I'll do want to like pick his brain so much. But since I get so busy, doing residential and radio, sometimes the time is limited.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I know we joked about it a little bit, but you do know more than just English and Spanish. Talk about that.
I do. I also lived in Montreal, Quebec. So
French Quebec.
Yeah,
French.
So you know
Quebec.
English?
No.
I've been there and they spoke English.
Je parle un peu de français. I did learn how to speak French, and I think that when I lived there when I was like from 9 to 11, I think when you're young,
It's easier to absorb those.
Oh my God,
languages.
yes. I speak it fluent, and it's no problem at all. But I learned it so quickly when I was little. And then when I lived in around 10th grade, I moved back to Panama with my dad.
Yeah.
And I was going to an Islamic school there, and they speak Arabic.
Right.
So I learned how to speak Arabic there.
So it's
Are you
English.
going to give us a little taste of Arabic? Because you give.
Halante Arabiyo?
I believed you.
You could have done
See.
anything.
And of course, Spanish is my first language.
So Spanish first language, English, obviously French and Arabic. So I mean, and then the personal level that you give, and then I don't know if people really realize. I mean, if we had French-speaking clients, or Arabic-speaking clients, we'd have to send them to you because if you don't know the language and it's such a big purchase, it's
Yeah.
that you really.
Yeah, I got a
need
translating app. So. But I'm going to try it, then I'm going to hand them over.
and then you're gonna hand them over to Ms. Shadia Crespo. Well,
Yes.
for some personal attention, and if you want to know all about what's going on in San Antonio and have really good real estate service, get a hold of my girl. You can call her or text her at 210-317-5384. Again, that's 317-5384. Or check out the website of her real estate company, H&M Real Estate, at hmresa.com.